They are fairly wide. What even is it? Very max power. Yeah, the combo. Oh, there we go. I'm looking for the exhaust. I don't know why this is happening. Batman. What the? Here comes the Volvo. Hi, I'm Adam C and welcome to my Cobra. Today we're heading to Santa Pod for their fast show, and I'll be taking this in the show and shine section to hopefully win some prizes and just looking around the show and seeing some drag racing, so it should be a nice day. Show and shine section. Little ducktail spoiler on the back of the Nissan Z. Love it. Here is the show and shine section. No idea where I'm going to park. Need to find a marshal.
Polish that rim, boy.
So I've parked up in the show and shine section. I've wiped the car down so it is gleaming, and we're going to have a little look around at some of the cars. There's going to be all sorts of performance vehicles here today and see what we can see. This Audi is creating art in the background. Next door to me we've got a pair of very brave wheels on these Focuses. This one has an almost infinite amount of spokes. And you'll notice my matching hoodie today, and you can get yours at adamc.tmail.com amongst others. Anyway, we have a white Audi with white pinstriping and a Subaru with golden wheels, and here we have a Civic which has Pikachu and Childminder? Childminder. Yeah. I didn't know the name of this guy, so I was told off, and now I've forgotten how to pronounce it. Audi is revving. Drag strip is open. We've got a GTR and an Audi R8 with a spoiler and bronze wheels. The colour of the R8 is like a two-tone blue with grey, almost like a chameleon effect on it, slightly pearlescent. He's got his V8 on display with multiple red parts on it. Next door to a very modified S15 that we have seen at many recent shows, including here last time we were here. And around by the revving BMWs, we have this smart car. It's like one of these smart roadsters, who is also creating art with the puddle. So the front lights have been modified in such a way that they only have one instead of multiple lights up the strip. It's got pinstriping on the front bonnet, which has a carbon effect on it. The seats look slightly original, but maybe not. Brabus belts on the seats as well. He's pushing his car, you know. That's what happens. They are fairly wide as standard, so this isn't actually a wide body kit. It's got Porsche 993 style wheels on it. And today I'm also sporting my Lord Timepiece, and you can get 10% off using Adam10 on lordtimepieces.com. So these are the aforementioned BMWs that are heading out to track. We also have a Cortina without a bonnet. There he is. So we've got E36, Passat, Golf and 5 Series. Here is the Audi A8 without the puddle to create the art. Revs are being made by the BMWs as per every meet we ever go to. That is the M140. We've got a Focus RS with brave pink wheels who is being slapped by a cloth. We start this section with a Vauxhall Nova. It's the Merit Plus edition. Further along we have an EP3 and a Vauxhall Corsa with the brave purple wheels and a large spoiler on the back. The vents do not vent. They have absolutely no holes in them, and they only would go through to the interior anyway, but no, there's no holes in the vents. These vents do not vent. Next door to this, we've got this Astra with an Opel badge on the front. It's kind of camos, but not. It's purple, grey, black and white. I'm not sure which backdrop that would camouflage against. We've got the one-off Mini with the crazy doors next to the Scirocco. We have seen this Mini at Castle Combe fairly recently. Scirocco has got a new bumper on the front, and next door is this. What even is it? It's a Golf with a Bora front end, am I right? It's got holes cut in the bonnets, including ones with the circular drill. The seats are absolutely outrageous inside. It's got some kind of headscarf around the wing mirrors and BMW X5 wheels on it that look too big for the car. The wide arches are bolt on, and it's got some kind of splashy wrap down the side of it, but I think all of this together works for quite a spectacle. There's a splitter on the front, a big spoiler on the back as well. It's a bit of a panda-styled car. There you go, there are the naked buckets with just the foam and no coverings at all. They look very, very uncomfortable. And on the back we've got some aquaprovic tips and some more vents that do vent. Illusion-mini. And we can also see that the driver of the Scirocco is actually a unicorn. I thought these were extinct. And the aerial is overly surprised. So I've noticed next to the Mark I Focus RS that we saw earlier, we've got this Ford Escort, which is very max power. We can't get too close because there's music playing in the background, but we've got the exposed radiator and fans on the front, twin fans, and a lot of chrome going on as well. We've got air intakes in the headlights. There is a lot of modification on this car. It's very 90s and quite the spectacle today. We've even got the reflective RS Turbo logo showing the engine in another dimension. It is twinned with blue calipers and a large tip. And of course the obligatory sound system in the boot. So next door to the RS Turbo we've got another white Corsa, also with a spoiler. We've got the Audi S3 with a splitter and a wide body Mark III Ford Focus RS in nitrous blue. So around this section we've got this GT86 with uniquely sprayed wheels and the central jacking point, and a 370Z on air with brave wheels, and a Volvo with the prancing moose on the wing. Next to the Volvo we've got a BMW M3, a Seat and a brave Audi Tt. So the chameleon wrap with a lovely colour and a lot of carbon fibre elsewhere. And the doors are open, which suggests inside has a similar theme. There is that lovely colour once again. And an Astra convertible. It's got Alfa Romeo starred wheels. It's in a nice shade of green. It does. I was going to say Oxford green. Alpine A110. There's some eyebrows on the rear lights. They kind of look like insignia rear lights. Central exhaust as well. He's got his winter tyre on the back, however the other side is more of a summer state. We've got this kind of almost carbon effect down here. We've got a brushed aluminium effect inside and a carbon effect under the hood with blue piping and bits of chrome and some bubbles. And a Superman logo on the front. We've got this purple 350Z that we've seen at many events recently next to the Golf with angry headlights and his intercooler on display. We've got the TT and a Corvette C6. It's got the classic American style chrome wheels on it, obviously a left-hand drive. I really like Corvettes. We then have a Mitsubishi Evo and a Mark II Golf who makes clear his passions. So we've got the very clean engine bay with plasti dips, carbon and chrome pieces. We've got one-off custom wheels on it, which look incredible. Really set off the custom retro theme nicely. The blue colour looks fantastic. Inside is all leather orange and an Alcantara roof, and obviously at the back the air ride system is on display. Next along we've got the Focus with his giant cone on display, a Fiesta, and is that a white chaser? I don't know why no one's crowding around these, because everyone loves a white chaser. Oh, he's speaking to me now. This is what's happening. They love me as well, these chasers. A JDM newspaper on display and Japanese sweets. And it's got Nissan wheels on it. Oh, perfect! Everyone loves a white chaser. Get the combo. Why aren't I wearing that? I should be wearing my t-shirt today. Have you got a selfie with it yet?
Yeah, I'll just take you in on this.
Oh, have you? Okay. We've got the combo shot there on Instagram with the t-shirt and the chaser, because everyone loves a white chaser. Yes, thank you. But next door to the talking chaser we have an S14. The exhaust faces downwards like an armadillo shell. This is a Zenki, I believe, looking at the rear lights. We'll go around the front in a bit. It's got a bit of a sticker showcase. Do a skid, don't touch anyone. Brake stuff. Yes, it is a Zenki with what looks to be a 2J and a large turbo under the hood. And next to the super-powered S14, we've got an E36 compact drift car with LEDs for headlights. It's got a Lexus V8 under the hood. It's got the two-tone purple wheels with the blue paint job, and inside it is equally as stripped out with the hydraulic handbrake, the cut-off switches and all the dials and buttons for the drift. Obviously has the roll cage, many holes in the back for ventilation purposes. purposes and more cooling. And even through the number plate hole you can see more bits and bobs. More holes are evident, even where the exhaust isn't. There is the exhaust, it's lower down than it should be. Ah, here we go, here is the inside of a drift car. He has another seat for a friend, so he does take passengers. He's not an anti-social drifter. But there is literally no dashboard left, he's just got an iPad as a head-up display. It's not actually an iPad, it's probably like a Samsung or something. Next door is a Mark II Focus RS with custom front headlights. Someone's making noises. Further along from the S14, the E36 and the Focus RS is a very crowded R33 GTR. From what I can tell from back here, it is on air. It has vents on the wings that are moulded within it. The engine is on display as well. We've got a carbon fibre rear end and the Thai RB26 on display as well. So that was the show and shine section. We're now going to head over to the drag strip and watch a bit of drag racing before we look at the rest of the cars on display. We've got some actual drag cars lining up to have a go on the strip. Oh, that wasn't a sub-turn. What else is this? Two Mark I Escorts doing burnouts. Oh, I love it. And now we are back to the rung what you brung. So these are just everyday cars, road legal, taking part in drag races with the mates. Oh, there we go. Oh, scream of hope for a Civic. Yes. Here we go. Fortuna versus Clio. It struggles to win. Now we should all be safe up here. We've got the Mustang rolling up. There we go. Quick. What's he going to get, like a 11 maybe? 11? Oh, Fiesta! Brave wheels and spotlights on the Focus ST. We have another Mustang. Yeah, that's got grip, that one. It's down there, mate. You've gone too far. Back it up, back it up. So it goes without saying, this is not a regular Mustang. It's echoing off everything. This is Annie Wallace, apparently. Oh, yes. I'm very excited now. What? Jeez, that
accelerates like nothing I've ever seen.
So that was a little bit of drag racing for your entertainment pleasures, and now we are on to the next section, which is just down from the show and shine section where I am at the end of. We've got a range of hatchbacks parked up. Check out the Volvo that's being dragged in with its roof rack. Now, one way to draw attention to your car at a show is to park the wrong way. But the reason he's done that is because he has a mini Scalextric style set in the boot. It is 1:64 scale, which lends itself to featuring some Hot Wheels cars, including a McLaren F1 GTR. We've got a Porsche 911 GT3 RS, we've got a Jaguar Project 7 and a Buzuzuku car. Oh, there we go. I think the green car's winning. Oh, there's a DeLorean on the roof as well. Along from the Orion, we have another car from the Max Power era. We've got this Renault 5 with the 90s style front end on it. This is the kind of car I like seeing at these events because you don't really see them that much anymore. We've got some wheels and next to no interior in the back. Renault Turbo Owners Club, debadged completely, and no visible exhaust on the rear. No, it must be somewhere else. Not around this side. I'm looking for the exhaust. It's got nos bottles. It's not around this side either. I can't find the exhaust. Can you tell me where the exhaust is, please, sir? It's very nice of Renault to think ahead of the car show era and placement of all the cleaning products in the front end. Well, exhaust or not exhaust, it still looks cool. It's getting exhausting looking under... Ah, there it is. It is a side exhaust. There's no holes for it, but it exits there. A very thin, narrow exhaust pipe, but there he is. And on the other side, the E46 with the white wheels, which are from a Porsche Cayenne. I hope you're loving the Ford content today. We've got a Safi Yaris, a diesel Mondeo who has been giving some revolutions. He's taking off the heat proofing from his bonnet for unknown reasons. I don't know why this is happening. Further along, we've got the Focus ST that we saw earlier. Weight reduction, apparently. Off it comes. There we go. Reduction of weight. And then we have a wide E46 which has mixed modified written on it, and the German flag is all over the car, including in the engine bay. It does continue there, but it's also on the carbon bonnet. Whether that is real carbon, I don't know. It's not. More revolutions. The engine blocking. So here we have this light flowing down the car, even on the spoiler on the back. It has an unusual diffuser showing the width of the car as well on the rear. So opposite that lot we have this green Nissan Skyline R33. Well, it's mostly green other than the front bumper, which seems to be a work in progress, alongside the BMW E36 with nice wheels. More revolutions from the Mondeo. These are all the rest of the cars in this particular section. We're heading further up there. There's a Mercedes estate car with a roof box as well. We've got the Golf GTI with some green on the front, unusually, and a VXR with some yellow on the front, unusually, and this Subaru also with his bonnet up, radio. The Minion style theme is interrupted by the green brake calipers. Beyond the Evo we have two S15s, one of which is a Varietta. Very intricate wheels on this Skoda. Here is another section of cars. This Teddy loves Ornwall. I've noticed this door has been recently painted. You can see where they mask it off here, and you can definitely see where they masked it off here. So here are the cars that are today competing on the drag strip. We've got the left-hand drive US import Ford Mustang GT, and here is the E92 335D with a very intricate rear diffuser with spats and the Aquaprovic exhaust, and equally as intricate on the front is the splitter, which is almost Batman appearance, and then carbon canards as well, and a Seat with black chrome wheels, which is behind this Seat, which has zero interiors. Oh, the exhaust is sticking out the front. Drag tyres on the front as well. Whereas this Skoda's exhaust faces upwards as well, but is on the rear. And we come across to this Volvo, which doesn't look like it's set up for a drag strip, but it is in the drag section. There's a tow bar on the back, there's a roof rack on the top, and door protectors on the doors. Here are two of the Mustangs that are taking part. We've got the facelift version and a GT350. So we've got the Seat train chugging away. What the Wow! And we've got this Audi TT, which is a bit of a mismatch. The wheels say Bowler on them, but they look to resemble that of a TVR Server, the Spider wheels in graphite grey. It's got Porsche calipers as well. We come up to the other grandstand seating area, lots and lots of seats available. This Seat is bronze in colour. This Seat is high-vis in colour. This Seat is not a colour. This Seat is a chameleon colour. This Seat is silver in colour. This Seat is white in colour, and this Seat is almost black. Lots of Seats at the Fast Show today. My girlfriend would have been here today, but last night she got very, very drunk. And this Seat is not a Seat. White wheels and the baby exhaust on the 106 Rally. Here we have a Toyota Yaris hybrid with chameleon wing mirrors. We've got the Scirocco R and the Astra VXR with the Mario. And further around this section we have a Vauxhall Adam. I would love to bring a C badge with me, put it on the end of the Adam badge and make it the Adam C. I did think about getting one of these cars. Oh, look at the exhausts. And then we have the Audi A8 with what are apparently Brabus wheels, but they resemble that of the pre-production McLaren Mercedes SLR. We've got the Focus ST, the i30N with red pinstriping everywhere, the Mark 2.5 MX-5 with the old engine parts holding up the bonnet. The racing stripes are actually sparkly. And we have Nick Mason from Pink Floyd's McLaren F1 GT. Oh no, it's a GT86. My bad. The smart car is revving. So we are back at the show and shine section. The judging has commenced on the show and shine vehicles. Mine will probably stand out because there's not a lot of classics here today. This Fiesta has turned up, which has got like a blackboard effect around it. I imagine if you get some chalk, you could write whatever you wanted all over this. It's like being back at school. The dragsters are doing burnouts on the track. There is a bit of colour on the spoiler, matching the wheels. He could polish up his rust and that could shine nicely. 1.3 apparently. Those dragsters are loud. Here he goes. So it has no rear interior, just the pot of paint to finish the job. And there is the Duratec ST engine, which also matches the colour theme that is somewhere on the car. There's some of it on the wheels, and there's a bit more purple. And behind this Fiesta, we have another Fiesta, which is white. It's also purple on the other side. And upon closer inspection of this GTR, you can notice it's got canards on the front and a little lip spoiler on the rear. It's got Nismo wheels and a chance for art. As the white Fiesta that isn't white drives by, there we go, two-tone, Matthew Purple on the other side. Let's watch him find a bit of window to draw the window art. The spoiler's in the way. You see, that's where you normally draw the number on the car with the race chalk. We've got the Seat with red parts on it with the red clear behind it. It's got a very sparkly paint job and red interior and quite the substantial entertainment system. There's also a 570S that has arrived in McLaren orange. So we are back at the strip. We've got the C63 against the lifted Volvo. This will be interesting, I think. Here comes the Volvo. Is keeping up as best it can. What's this going to do? Is it going to be like a 14 potentially? The C63 goes down with a 12.3. 59. We've got the 2 Series versus the Superdry Spec Skoda, which is diesel. Which will win? Let's find out. Oh, the Skoda. Skoda's Adam. The Skoda gets a 11.7. That's impressive. But things are wrapping up at Santa Pop, so I was just about to leave, and apparently I won one of these Show and Shine awards, so I'm about to collect my trophy and then go home. I was after some cleaning products as well, wasn't I? So that really is all that for the video. Thanks again to Santa Pod for giving me the Show and Shine Judge's Choice. Follow me on Instagram for all the highlights about these meets I go to and highlights about my cars. But for now, thanks for watching.